In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a preference card in Axis under a surgeon profile. So starting in the Axis app on your phone, at the bottom of the screen, click on Customers. Here you will see you can access your surgeon customers as well as accounts. The first selection is surgeon, so we will leave it there. From there, you can select the surgeon that you're going to add a preference card for. If you need to search for a certain surgeon, select the magnifying glass icon at the top of the screen, and you can search here. Once you're in the surgeon's profile, you can see all related data for that surgeon. At the top of the page, click Related. Here you will find preference cards. You can see that there are already some preference cards for the surgeon, and you can scroll through and look at those and select one if you want to view them. To add a new one, click the plus symbol in the top right corner of the screen. Select preference card, and now you can see all the fields you'll need to fill out to create one. So first, you want to give your preference card a name. As you can see, that's a required field. Usually the best way to name your preference card is to use the surgeon's name and the procedure that you're focusing on. In Procedures, you can select the Add a Procedure button, and here you'll see there's a menu of procedures sorted by category. So you're able to select from a list of procedures rather than typing it in. Continuing down, under Arthrex Products, if you select Add a Product, you'll be able to add any Arthrex product. If you search by AR number, you can find a product that way, or type in the name and select as many products as are relevant. There are separate sections for implants and disposables, and instruments and equipment. These sections cannot be edited in the app. Then at the bottom there's a large section for notes with different subsections. So you see there's a place to put disposables, sutures, biologics, equipment, and procedural steps, and each has the word edit in blue on the right side, which you would click if you wanted to type in that note. As you can see within these notes, there's a rich text option where you can change font color, background color, bold or underline, change the font, add bullets, numbers, even add a link or an image. And you can add a table as well. So this gives you the tools to add as much information as possible when you're referencing it in the future. As you're filling out these cards, you probably won't find the need to fill out every single field here. Name and procedure are, of course, the required fields. We would also recommend that you fill out Arthrex Products with as many products as you're aware of in the case. And under notes, it's especially important to include the procedural steps. If you record the procedural steps, that will be your best reference for future cases with the information that you need. Remember also that if you don't have the time when you're filling out the card originally to go through and select all the products by product number in the Arthrex product section, you can type them in these note sections under disposables or equipment, whichever is relevant, so that at least the information is there and you can always go back and add them to the card later. Remember, when you're creating preference cards for a lab, you want to create a preference card for each focus procedure that you plan to cover in the lab. What this does is help us as the med-ed team prepare appropriately for your lab so that we know what the surgeon is coming into us with and know what we're trying to present to him or her. The more detail you provide, the better for us. But remember that you can and should be filling out these preference cards on a day-to-day basis as you are in cases. It will be helpful for you and your teammates in the long run.